Hi, this is Sharon Davey from Awesome Careers, and today I'm going to talk about the new technology that's being used by recruitment agencies and big businesses in the job application process. So today I want to talk about the new technology, the new ways in which technology is being used in the recruitment process. And I don't know whether any of you have had the experience of sending off an email, job application at 10 o'clock at night, and then by 5 o'clock the next morning finding something in your inbox saying thanks but no thanks. And you're probably thinking, gee, they work long hours at that recruitment service. But in fact, what's happened is that application hasn't actually been seen by a human being. And what the company has done is used scan bots to screen a lot of the applications that come in. So the scanning technology will go through and actually pick out things that they don't like, and your application will have been discarded immediately. And what they reject you on is on the basis of mistakes, written mistakes. So spelling mistakes, grammatical mistakes, simple errors. And what will happen is somewhere between 50 and 75% of people will find that their application is rejected on those grounds. So that's why I always say to people, make sure that you have someone else look at your application, because quite often when you've worked on one for quite a long time, you don't see the mistakes anymore, and so it's a good idea to run it past somebody else so that you minimise that factor. The other thing that scan bots don't like are fancy formats. So keep it fairly plain and simple. I don't mean, that you can't have it nicely set out, but if you start using fancy formats, the scan bots don't cope with it very well, and that will reject your application. Now, these things are all done prior to a human being actually seeing any of the applications. So if you can get past that, and then your application is actually looked at by a human being, that's what you want. You want somebody who's going to look at it and sort it through. So if they're only looking at 25% of the applications they get in, you want to be one of the 25%. Another thing that's happening more and more are automated interviews over the phone. What you need to do for this is to make sure that you've prepared ahead of time as well, because you'll be asked about 6 questions probably, and you'll need to respond to those just to this disembodied voice on the phone. So you can still prepare for those in the way that you would for a job interview otherwise, and I have done some other videos on that, so you might like to look at how you best prepare for job interviews. What they do then is that they convert your audio into text, and then they run it through the scan bot. So the keywords again, this will also though pick up on any uncertainty that you might feel. So it will actually probably count the ums and ahs. It'll probably count any lengthy pauses in what you're having to say. So it will do the same sort of thing that the scan bots would have done with a written application. The other thing that's happening a little bit more these days is an interview by video. So you will be provided with the list of 6 questions or however many beforehand, and they will expect you to video your answers. So most people would be able to do this on an iPhone, perhaps with a friend, but there are some things in here that you can do to maximise your chance of getting to the next stage of the process. The thing to do is to check your technical stuff well. Make sure that your device actually records a video well, and also that the sound is really good as well. It's really important, because if the employer just gets this sort of fuzzy sort of interview, or one that moves around too much, they won't be very impressed with the actual quality of it. And of course, it's not all going to be brilliant like it is with Angus, as he does here with me. So check your tech stuff and then practice. A little tip on this is to make sure that your background doesn't include, last night's dirty dishes, or your pile of your laundry in the corner, or the dog bowl, or whatever else it happens to be. So you might like to have yourself filmed at your desk, or something, perhaps near a bookshelf, that sort of thing, so that you look as professional as possible. So if you do all of those things, that will actually help you look good and be more successful. So this is Sharon Davey from Awesome Careers. Check out my website, awesomecareers.com.au, and also the Awesome Careers app, and I'll see you on the next video.